are no longer connecting the large swathes of the electorate of those countries. They have told us in Syriza and the Five Star Movement and Corbyn and Sanders and Trump and Brexit, they keep telling us the way you are currently doing it is not the way we want you to do it anymore. And I'm asking myself, how many times do you need to hear that message and ignore it before the electorate really do something quite abrupt? So, is it possible that Jeremy Corbyn can be Prime Minister of this country? Absolutely it's possible. Could we envisage the British people voting for an economically illiterate, anti-Semitic, deeply misogynistic, neo-Marxist Labour Party? No, of course we could. Of course we couldn't. Yeah, hands up who thought Trump was going to win. Yeah, minority, a real minority. And my contention is unless we start asking the serious questions about what we have done to so upset millions of voters across mature democracies around the world, something really horrible could happen politically here in the UK. And it is therefore our duty, if we value pragmatic, sensible, centrist, sensible government, it is our duty to understand why those voters are so disillusioned with the people who thought we were good at this. And that's us.
Now, I know you're right that there's a lot of very, very interesting thinking going on, and come the next election, which is still quite a while away, but we will hopefully have an agenda that will capture the next generation. But unfortunately, at the moment, what people see is just daily squabbling over Brexit. A leader who doesn't seem to know which side to back, who's caught between the rock of some pretty theological Brexiteers in her own party and the reality of the political arithmetic and those comments. I don't think anyone envies Theresa May's position here. But how do we break out of what feels like a pretty hideous impasse?
Ultimately, I'll touch on the Brexit thing, try and kind of wrap up a little bit. I feel very, very confident that the end result of Brexit will be a sensible, pragmatic, balanced relationship with the European Union and our friends on the continent. I think we will end up with a good economic relationship, a good security relationship, a good cultural relationship, because that is the only sensible answer. All other options, a trade war with Europe, just doesn't make sense for either of us. Some kind of hard border down the channel just doesn't make sense. We've all got too many friends, too many family, too many connections for that ever to be really a sustainable answer. So if we are, both the EU and the UK, daft enough to create some kind of gnashing, clawing, fighting relationship between the two, it won't sustain, it won't last, and we will gravitate towards what is the pragmatic solution, which is a pretty smooth and frictionless trade relationship. There will be money zipping backwards and forwards across the channel. We are going to be buying each other's goods. We are going to be holidaying each other's countries. We are going to be doing business with each other's companies. These things are inevitable because all the other options just will fall over. And I think because the end point is certain, the only real question is how quickly we get there. If we're smart and sensible, we can get there pretty directly. We may, if we're daft, battle it out whilst emerging and competing economies laugh at how the British and Europeans are actually knocking chunks out of each other when they should be innovating and growing. But we will get there eventually. So I'm actually calmer on that regard than may be the case. More broadly,